Right then, Bobby. Hello. Let's see what this is going to tell us, shall we? I hate typing, can't type, so text and that never make any sense. But you have been mentioned in a lot of reads lately, and your dad, Bob and Robby. So it's important. You're a monkey, did you know? Born in the year of the monkey. That's mischief to start with. Then you've got your North Node in Aries. You've only got 3 parts of you in Aries, but your North Node's in Aries, which means your life purpose. It's about self-development. Your soul is learning to be separate, self-sufficient, individual, centered around yourself, and the courage to initiate change and to evolve independently. So not needing others. Sometimes that's a lonely path, isn't it? But that's what you're here to learn. I'm trying to figure out what your ascendant sign is. I don't know, I'll have to go back to the chart because I can't see it. You've got a lot of Taurus that makes you stubborn. But aren't we all? So let's start with your card, which if you ever have your cards done by anybody else, probably not, is the Emperor. It's the divine masculine. It's about the head and face, so well groomed, the way you show yourself to the world. It's also about being successful. You want to be successful, and you don't mind starting new things, but the problem you have is finishing what you started, so you get bored. So you've got to watch your head and face because you can often have injuries there. And it's about rebirth, reinventing yourself. Fast forward this bit if you want, because it's just holding the cards out. If I waffle on the way, you'll miss it, but oh dear, Robby, what the hell? Well, you know what I said? I did say, well, I won't keep talking because you probably fast forwarded already. Damn it. What the hell have you been doing? So the first thing we've got is a Capricorn female. She's generous, she's a feeder, and my rising sign is Capricorn. But it's also a woman in uniform, it's a woman with a darker complexion maybe, it's the mother energy, it's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn female, it's a woman, if you give her lemon, she'll make lemonade. There's conflict, competition, standing up for yourself. But the trouble here is when you wait until you get to that point where you push beyond your limit and then you explode. That's not good. So something can start out as a little bicker and end up as a mountain and making mountains out of molehills. And it's because you've found out that somebody's been taken advantage. They got away with it before, and so they're going to keep trying to get away with it because they know that you won't say no. And I know you won't say no because your Pisces in your chart is sacrificing yourself. So every day becomes Groundhog Day. There's a story behind this card where the bloke gives humanity fire and the gods get annoyed because he's not supposed to help him out like that. So they string him up by his feet, so he might have issues with the feet and toes, and get somebody to peck his liver out every day. And then they heal him on a night, and he goes through that every day, all because he helped somebody out. And that's you. You play the knight in shining armour, you charge in, help somebody out, and end up sacrificing yourself in some way. So you've got to stop doing that. You've got to start saying no. Don't say yes when you mean no. It might have started out with little things, saying, yeah, all right, then I'll do that. And then they ask more and more of you until they've got everything and there's nothing left for you. So you're in limbo. You're playing the martyr or the victim or letting others do that to you. And it's become a bit of a nightmare. But you're coming out of that nightmare now, that dark place, but you're still very not yourself. Because if you was yourself, you'd be the other way around. You're proud. In this situation, you're feeling not yourself. There's something not quite right there, and you're putting off new beginnings. But there could have been a third party. There could have been, or could be, something that you can't celebrate. A celebration that now won't take place, and something you was looking forward to that now won't happen. The odd thing is there's only you and the Pisces card here. So yours is irrelevant because we're just using it as a significator. But the number 12 is the most important card here, and it's negative energy. So that could be anybody born, living or passed over, date for your diary and address, but it's massively important and it's negative. The number 4 also has a little bit of a meaning. So Pisces energy and the number 12, it's about karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. But most of all, it's about you sacrificing yourself for other people all the time. And it means that you're losing yourself. So you're waking up to that there. You're realising that you don't want that anymore. Yeah? It could be something to do with career, finances, stability, or it has to be said to your mum. Yeah. If you start a new business now, or study, and it sounds stupid the way things are at the minute, but anything you start now will pay off within 3 years. There is teamwork here, especially if she's involved. It brings you stability. Again though, we've got these arguments, these bickering. It's the same card on the same card. That's unheard of. So very competitive, very argumentative. Feeling like you can't stand on your own 2 feet, or somebody does. 9 years is here where somebody or you feel like you need something in your life or someone in your life to survive. You don't think you can do it alone. That's not true. Problems with the vehicle, you said that today. So, especially if it's a red car, avoid the red car. The number 7 or the 25, again it's the mother, again it's the wombs, the breast, it's the ancestors, it's the family unit. Excuse me. Might be somebody in spirit that passed with a cough. Sometimes it's cancer of the throat, something like that. But it's no success because you're pulling in different directions. It's about control. You've got to let go of control. You take back control of your life, but don't try and control others. So the 7 or the 25 is negative energy. There's you, stood on your little mountain top. A homecoming. You've been banging your head against a brick wall and you think you're never going to get there, but you will. You will succeed. Just keep going. The miracle will happen. And then you can release this burden, whatever it is that you've been carrying around on your bloody shoulders for so long. But somebody's not going to like it because there's an argument. Somebody wants to win at all costs. It may be a third party. Doesn't always mean romantically. It means somebody coming between you and what you want. They don't care about being happy. They just want to win. And if I was you, I'd step away from that. Take the high road and walk away because your temper can get the better of you. Move on. It's time to leave those inner thoughts that are holding you back behind, the things that are keeping you down, and move on. There's a way out. Start leaving the stormy waters behind and finding the calm ones. So far you've got Cancer, Pisces. So maybe I'm not a good person. Cancer, Pisces, negative energy. But that's part of you and that's part of me. 5 weeks, 10 days, 9 days, 3 years is mentioned, 9 years is mentioned. It's a lot about finance and career. But if you're thinking about starting a new career, new job, new study, do it because it will pay off. I think there's going to be problems with that card though. Yeah, there's a Leo female. Pretty sure it's Leo. Could be another Aries, Sagittarius, but it's probably a Leo. She's very financially orientated. She demands a certain standard of living and she's not going to take no for an answer either. Problems within the home and family life. The dynamics have changed. Somebody may have left home and it's changed everything. There's a widow here, or a divorced female, or a woman you've rejected. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, female. Don't get too up on the signs because like I said, we've got 12 houses in our chart. It could be anywhere in there. It's somebody who believed they'd never get hurt, and they did. Don't take any advice from a female doctor, priest or lawyer because they will give bad advice or a bad diagnosis. Yeah, somebody's very confused. It looks like a couple here because we've got 2 detached people, both Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, both professional people, both should be at the top of their game, but they're not thinking logically or clearly. So it could be a divorce, or they're in a marriage that's unhappy, detached. They don't really, there's no love there. 2 separate people. And yet you are coming out of a nightmare. A miracle's about to happen. As long as you don't look back on the past. We've come to the proverbial bridge. You know when they say, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it? Well, you've come to that bridge. It's time to cross it. Leave the past behind and find your happiness. Ecstasy. 5 months. Here it is again. The Pisces energy. It's in your chart, but it could be a person, the 12. It's happened more than once, so I know it's important. It's very negative energy. You have got to put your boundaries in place and stop saying yes when you really mean no. For some reason, I think you've been taught to capitulate. That's a good word, isn't it? Where did that come from? If you've been taught that your spirit, the way you are, because you're very spirited, is wrong. And it's made you feel insecure. You may keep things close to your chest now, whereas you might have opened up before. Somebody's going to be found out. And again, we've got that Leo energy. Something's coming to light. It will can't be concealed anymore. Blockages are being removed. The sun's coming back into your life. And number 19, massively important in a positive way. Blockages removed. So travel maybe. Children even. All the things you thought you couldn't have. An aha moment. Could be the 19th of this month if you don't know anybody born on that date. Or living at that date. Religion. I think you are religious, aren't you? The number 36. It's a cross to bear, but it will bring you success. So somehow a connection to your faith will get you through. Success. Victory. It's your own belief though, and your own choices. So you are making a choice. You're no longer afraid to make that choice. And again, it's the Queen of Diamonds, which is the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn Female. You're choosing security. But there is someone here that's undermining you, that has taken advantage of you for a very long time. They're in it for financial reasons. It may be a place of work where you're not getting paid what you're due. You're worth more than you earn. Whatever this is, Spirit giving you a gift of a new beginning, should you choose to take it. Might be a proposal, an offer of a new home, a new job. But again, the obstacles are being removed. You just got to choose to take it. Within a year it will pay off. Something new. A relocation perhaps. There's a broken promise here. And I know you did say, didn't you, about you nearly got married once. Well, you didn't take action. You didn't take the action that you should have done. Could be a 25 or a 7, but it's negative energy. Broken promises. Maybe promises to yourself that you didn't keep. Yeah, there will be a house move. You're not at home where you are. Home is where there's a warm hearth, a good dinner on the table, and a welcome. And if you don't feel welcome when you come home, you're in the wrong place. Again, it's that number 4. But you're growing as a person. You are in a mental prison of your own making, and you can free yourself at any time. So it's time to grow. It's time to raise things to the ground and begin again. Because you are going to receive a gift. It could be from this female, this one that's detached, but she will give you good advice even if she doesn't realise it, because I don't think she would intentionally give good advice, but it's something that will stick with you. Time to escape, Robby. Number 36, which adds up to a 9. It's your 12th house, which is Pisces, funny enough. It's time to stop saying yes when you really mean no. Yeah, you're bored and you're refusing to accept maybe this offer, which you should do. So it says, the lunatic, the lover and the poet are of imagination all compact. The name William could be important. A Midsummer Night, I don't know what date that is to you. I'll have to have a look. It's time for you to get on point. It's not a time to ignore or overlook what's there. Things might be a bit fragmented at the minute. The 12th house is the zodiac, is the most mesmerising of all the houses. It's about mysticism, dreaming, drowning, vast seas and surrendering to all themes that belong to the house of self-undoing. And maybe you feel like you're drowning, or somebody you know has actually passed from drowning. It's also a place in the chart where we lapse in our judgment and make bad choices, and you've got it in 3 placements. So this time you've got to make the right choice. Like the sign of Pisces that it rules, the 12th house falls at the end of the zodiac, which indicates a type of passage or rebirth, which is what you're going through at the minute. This house contains the meaning of all signs and planets and all other houses within it. The 12th house stands for all. Even though astrologers refer to the 12th house as the gutter or the garbage dump of the zodiac, it is still distinct in its meaning. Evolved souls and the doomed live here, but you're dooming yourself. Within the 12th house are the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows, ruled by Neptune, the planet of confusion and drunkenness, and you've spoke about that. Prisoners, shut-ins, saints, artists and mystics call this home. Imagination, linking up and connecting to the unknown are all facets of the 12th house. It's where the material and non-physical worlds connect. It's both the beginning and the end. The 12th house offers bliss, spiritual fulfillment and meeting up with twin flames. It promises of losing yourself in some beautiful other, but it might be like trying to hold on to a cloud. The house of poetry and ocean is enchantment. It is where we lie to ourselves as well. This house also represents water, toxins, poisons, perfumes, candles, hidden chambers and secret desires. So you may become allergic to some sort of something that you're using on your body. Drink more water, but I wouldn't suggest tap water. Christ consciousness and martyrdom, like I said, you're stringing yourself up for problems. The 12th house tells us to forget about ourselves and live for others. But this may bring confusion and also peril. So you're conflicting with yourself because your Aries parts are saying, I've got to stand on my own 2 feet, look after myself, sod everybody else. And your Pisces parts are saying, I can't do that, that's wrong. It's not wrong. It's not selfish to self-preserve. It is fear and paranoia. It is beauty and love. It teaches us to write poetry and understand the messages from our heavenly spheres. The 12th house inspires us to show great kindness. When the 12th house card comes up in a reading, something is amiss. There is something about the situation you are unsure about, or at least not privy to. All is not as it seems, and without information it's difficult for you to move forward. The signals you're getting are probably wrong ones, and the medical test you've just had and the diagnosis is not likely accurate, which is what I said in it. It might not be you, it might be somebody close to you, but those doctors are wrong. What seems obvious right now is only a mirage or obscured. The Venus or Libra card with the 12th house. Yeah, you didn't get me, but let me have a look. No. Right. So, there could be the emergence of an important love affair or relationship. You will soon be shown something that you were mistaken over, and those results may be shattering. So you'll find out something about someone. Your visions will be profound, so listen to your gut instinct and the small voice in your head. You either write beautifully or you have deep psychic gifts, which wouldn't surprise me. The warning with this card is not to look to others for fulfillment or to others to give you purpose. Yes, at least not at the current phase. It's either the incorrect time to attempt this or you're looking to the wrong people. While the 10th house gives you the truth, the 12th house gives you magic. Each is important, and you cannot be all that is without the other. So take heed and search for clarity. Watch out for deception, yes, at this time. Dissolving of boundaries, lack of definition, that's not good. Being under the influence of something or someone, yeah, you are. You've swapped one for another, haven't you? Being a victim, and without even realising it. Seeing friends as enemies and enemies as friends, and not having a clear sense of things. You're lost in a fog, in a mist. Falling under the spell of something. The sleight of hand and trickery. Being led. Mermaids, ocean life, beaches, leaks, cancellations due to wet weather, hospitals, the end of life, shut-ins, psychiatric issues, being charged but not guilty. But I think this is about you charging yourself. Feeling guilty with no reason for it. Prison, criminals, con artists, bringing bad luck on yourself. Karma, fate, poetry, music. Showing too much kindness, I think, and compassion. Being converted to a religion, maybe. Hopefully not a cult. The call to spirit. Saintliness, hypnosis, mediumship, clairaudience, spirits, intoxication, old souls, the valley of miseries, but the answer to love. So solitude, but that's your North Node, like I said. Charity, begging, hospitalisation, secret enemies that you haven't found out about yet. Somebody's exploiting you, and you know it deep down. You sense it deep down. That's a shame. So I wonder who that is then. Let's have a look. There you go, Robby, what did I say? Spirit are pretty damn annoyed that people are taking advantage of you. Put your boundaries in place. Where do you need to set boundaries? I think you've been in that fog for far too long, and you've let people just tell you what to do and gone along with it because it's easier. So, 38. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You're being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, your family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, But before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving and compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries, for when they say yes, they're able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand with you and are able to give freely. If you're not clear where your boundaries lie, this causes confusion in them and resentment, and an energetic cord to be planted. If you're saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely doing it because you need something yourself from them. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from them? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen in a certain way, or the fear of losing something. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is your second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feeling. Tune into that space when deciding what is okay for you and how it feels. What is it trying to communicate with you? Where in your life do you need to establish better boundaries? I think you know where it is. Two more and then I won't bore you anymore. You probably won't get to the end of the video anyway. You'll watch a bit and then a bit more. What does that say, Robby? It's all about how you are in your mind. Rise up and be strong. Don't let them in your head space. They can't live rent-free in your head forever. You're a mirror. You have the knowledge needed. So be what you want to attract, Robby. You can have success quite easily. Let's see what crystals they think you need. This is my world, Robby. Weird, free, but came at a very high cost. Turquoise. It's about your third eye opening. Oh, and there you go, tiger's eye. That was in a read the other day. So, it's about your gut instinct and listening to spirit. Because I think your granddad's got a plan for you. So we've got the master number 33, which doubles its meaning. And the number 12, how you won't believe that. Look at it, 12. Can you see? 12, Robby. 12. I don't know if you can see it. 12. So that 12 is massively important in it. The tiger's eye helps you to make realistic judgments and advice. It's a great sense of balance and it suppresses that anxiety and protects you from negative energy. So it's one of your ancestors, and I think it's your granddad, is protecting you. It's good for mental and spiritual wandering in order to find out the cause of your unknown fear. Thus, it can eradicate your sense of anxiety. And it might be something that you unconsciously picked up from your childhood. Because Granddad's giving me the impression that you inherited it. It's something that was passed on to you through habits of your parents. This has the effect of controlling any negative energy and making realistic judgments. So Tiger's Eye, get yourself some. And turquoise, 33. Turquoise is a talisman. Since ancient times, it has the ability to protect your body and your spirit. It improves communication between the material and the spiritual world and promotes your intuition, your meditation. According to legend, turquoise blends the earth and the sky, so it's mother and father energy, and associates masculinity and femininity. It strengthens your ability to empathise and maintain balance. So empathise doesn't mean absorb other people's energies, because there's energy vampires around you, and every time you walk in a room, you're sponging their energy. It's not good. Scattered energies are fused into one and transform into another useful energy when you use turquoise. So, I think the message was clear, don't you? I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. Bye.